Hello and welcome back to Motivation Audio Lab. It's wonderful to have you with me. Today, we're going to tackle one of the biggest and most damaging myths in our modern culture. The idea that in order to be successful, you must constantly be working. We've been sold a story of rise and grind, of hustle culture, where sleep is for the weak and burnout is a badge of honor. But what if I told you that this entire philosophy is a lie? What if the very act of working more is what's making you less effective? Today, we explore that paradox. Let's begin. Think about the last time you felt truly burnt out, that feeling of deep exhaustion, where even simple tasks feel monumental. You were likely working long hours, pushing yourself to the limit, believing that more effort would equal more results. Yet, you probably found the opposite to be true. The longer you worked, the more mistakes you made. The harder you pushed, the less creative you became. You were running on a treadmill, increasing the speed but going nowhere, all while draining your precious energy. This experience isn't a personal failure, it's a biological reality. The belief that our productivity is a linear equation where more hours in equals more output is fundamentally flawed. Imagine your brain is a world-class athlete. Would you expect that athlete to sprint for 12 hours straight without a break? Of course not. You'd expect them to train in intense, focused bursts, followed by periods of deliberate rest and recovery. It's during that recovery that the muscles actually heal and grow stronger. Your brain, and specifically its capacity for focused, high-quality work, operates under the exact same principles. Strategic rest is not laziness. It is an essential part of the work itself. Today, we'll deconstruct the productivity lie by examining the science behind why working less can help you achieve so much more. First, we must understand a fundamental principle of economics and nature, the law of diminishing returns. This law states that as you add more of one input, while keeping other inputs constant, the marginal output you gain will eventually decrease. Let's translate that. Your first hour of focused work on a project is incredibly productive. Your second hour is still very good. By the fourth or fifth hour, your mental energy, your primary input, is starting to wane. The output you produce in that fifth hour is significantly lower in quality and quantity than the first. By the eighth or ninth hour of continuous effort, you often hit a point of negative returns. This is where you're so tired that you start making mistakes that you'll have to spend time fixing tomorrow. You are not just being less productive, you are actively creating more work for your future self. History even proves this. In the early 20th century, Henry Ford famously reduced the work week at his factories from 48 to 40 hours and discovered that his workers' productivity actually increased. He realized that a well-rested worker is a better worker. The same is true for your mind. The second reason working more fails is a concept called decision fatigue. Throughout your day, your capacity for making smart, rational decisions is a finite resource, like the battery on your phone. Every single decision you make, no matter how small, what to wear, what to eat for lunch, which email to answer first, drains a tiny bit of that battery. When you work for excessively long hours, you are forcing yourself to make hundreds of extra decisions with a progressively drained battery. Your brain, trying to conserve energy, starts to take shortcuts. It either makes impulsive, reckless choices, or it defaults to the easiest option of all, doing nothing. This is why, at the end of a 10-hour workday, you might find it impossible to decide on something as simple as what to have for dinner. Your decision-making circuits are fried. High-quality work requires high-quality decisions. By working fewer, more focused hours, you protect your decision-making battery, ensuring the work you do produce is your best. The third and most transformative idea is understanding the power of strategic downtime. Our culture treats rest as the absence of work. We see it as wasted time. But neuroscience reveals a completely different story. When you are truly resting, going for a walk in nature, taking a shower, or just staring out a window, away from all screens, your brain isn't off. It's activating a different system called the default mode network. This is your brain's creative, problem-solving network. It's during these periods of unfocused rest that your brain gets to work sorting through information, making surprising connections between ideas, and solving complex problems in the background. Many of us have had that aha moment, where the solution to a problem we've been stuck on for hours suddenly appears while we're doing something completely unrelated. That wasn't magic. That was your default mode network at work. By constantly working and never allowing for this strategic downtime, you are robbing yourself of your own best and most creative ideas. What's the first sign you notice when you're feeling burnt out? I'd love to read about your experiences in the comments below. And if this is resonating with you, please consider subscribing for more guides on working smarter. So, what is the actionable strategy? It's to work in sprints, not a marathon. The human brain is not designed for 8 hours of continuous, focused effort. It naturally operates in cycles of high energy, followed by periods of lower energy. These are called ultradian rhythms, and they last about 90 minutes. The most productive people in the world structure their day around these natural rhythms. They work in hyper-focused, distraction-free sprints of 60 to 90 minutes. Then, they take a genuine 15 to 20-minute break away from all screens. They go for a short walk, they stretch, they listen to music. This allows their brain to recover, recharge its decision-making battery, and prepare for the next sprint. By working this way, you can achieve more in 3 or 4 of these focused sprints than most people do in a full 8-hour day of distracted, low-energy work. Let's recap the truth about productivity. First, the law of diminishing returns means that after a certain point, more hours lead to worse results. Second, decision fatigue depletes your ability to do high-quality work over long periods. And third, strategic downtime isn't laziness. It's a vital part of your brain's creative process. The solution is to work in focused sprints that honor your brain's natural rhythms. Your one simple action for today is to try this just once. Schedule one single 90-minute sprint of focused work, followed by a real 20-minute break. See how it feels. Thank you for joining me in the lab as we dismantled this harmful myth. True productivity isn't about how many hours you work. It's about the quality of your focus within those hours. In our next session, we'll explore the science of building habits that actually stick. Until then, work smart and be well.